Hey everyone, Ross McCorkle here with another episode of the Depot 180. The Pittsburgh Steelers have had 2 training camp practices this week, but only one half of one of them was open to the public. Nasty weather started rolling into Latrobe, and with a new indoor facility conveniently right next to where they normally practice on St. Vincent College's campus, they moved things indoors. Unfortunately, that means not a whole lot of information coming out of practice. The media that's allowed to go in there aren't allowed to report anything, and the team doesn't get as much work in those sessions either. When they work outside, they have multiple fields, and they can run concurrently multiple lines of starting offense, and that helps them get a ton more reps in than they otherwise could. Inside, it's a nice facility, but one half is a football field, the other half's a hard court. They can't exactly do the same thing they do outside. Notable storylines out of camp over the weekend on Saturday Night Lights practice. Michael Pittman Jr. suffered a minor injury. The extent of that injury is unknown. Mike McCarthy doesn't like revealing too much about injuries at this point in the offseason because he's not required to. He tells media to ask the players, and of course the players are never available to the media, thus not very much information comes out. The only person he has been giving some updates on, which is interesting or notable, is Max Iheanachor, offensive tackle, injured late last week, was thought to be returning on Monday, did not practice obviously on Saturday, did not practice on Monday, other than maybe a couple reps in individual. At least he was dressed on Monday. Tuesday, we didn't really get to see before practice got sent inside, but Mike McCarthy said it's very unlikely that Iheanachor will play in Thursday's preseason opener. A bummer for a player that's trying to win a starting job over Dylan Cook and Broderick Jones, but he will still have an opportunity to do so, and based on the first week of padded practices where he looked excellent, I'd say he has a shot. As for this Thursday, Mike McCarthy continues to say that Aaron Rodgers wants to play in the preseason game, and then when asked about it, Aaron Rodgers says he sees no value in the preseason, so I don't know exactly what's going on there. At one point, there was a report saying Rodgers will play 30 to 40 snaps. I highly doubt that that's going to take place this preseason. Maybe, if anything, he gets one drive just to shake the rust off, but even that, probably unlikely to happen. And why would they? Risk getting him injured. They're not tackling in camp for a reason. Why risk it in a live game setting with soon-to-be 43-year-old Rodgers, especially when you're trying to get reps for Will Howard, Drew Aller, Mason Rudolph, and figure out that backup quarterback situation. Let me know how you enjoyed the video on Twitter at Ross_McCorkle, and as always, visit SteelersDepot.com for your latest and greatest Steelers breaking news and analysis.